Square, all of you being here today. Showing your love for democracy, for diversity, for unity and for hope. I look at the banners, I look at the flags. I see flags from all over the world, including the United States, including so many other places, and they're all welcome. And I see the banner over there, which I think started life in Glastonbury, which simply gives a very good message. Build bridges, not walls. And all those that have spoken before me have given a message here. We're asserting our right to demonstrate, our right to free speech, and our right to want a world that is not divided by misogyny, racism and hate. A world that's united by different values. And it's not about not being prepared to talk to people with whom we disagree. I'm very prepared to talk to anybody about anything in order to advance the cause of peace, justice, democracy and human rights. And we should always be open to that dialogue. And it's not about interfering in the affairs of another country. But when somebody on a global stage condemns Muslims because they're Muslims, it's not acceptable and we will call it out. And when somebody condemns the elected mayor of London, who was elected, is doing his job as mayor of London in uniting London in all its diversity, he deserves praise and support, not condemnation. And so thanks Sadiq for your support for today's event. But it's also about the treatment of women within our society and around the world. Our rights to demonstrate in this wonderful square were hard fought and hard won. Our rights to vote were hard fought and hard won. The right of women to vote was hard fought and hard won. The right for women to decide their own future and their own lives was hard fought and hard won. Our rights, our democracy, come from popular actions and people uniting together to achieve those things. And so I say to anyone that would doubt it, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in 1948 was a very important step forward. It guaranteed that right to free speech, that right to assemble, that right to know, that right to diversity, the right to practice your faith. And so when a major country says it wants to walk away from the UN Council on Human Rights, I say sorry, you are wrong. The human rights belong to all of us. Stand together to defend those human rights for all of us. And when a government condemns children because they're Mexican, Guatemalan or from somewhere else in Central America and so ill treats them on the border, that is a breach of every international convention that I understand about the rights of the child. But it's also about our planet, our world, and how we relate to each other. Our environment is under threat. Our environment is being damaged. Lots of campaigners over many, many decades eventually brought people together, and that culminated in what I think was an important and historic way forward, and that was the Paris Climate Change Accord. I was there when it was made. And I simply say, there is no hiding place, ultimately, from foul air, from dirty seas, from polluted rivers, There's no hiding place from the destruction of our natural world for any of us, unless we work together to protect it and protect that environment and that sustainability. And so I don't think anyone should be walking away from the Paris Climate Change Accord or anything else. So we come together because there is so much that unites us. I wish to live in a world of peace, not of war. I wish not to blame refugees for the wars that they themselves are victims of. And I wish that we pursue the politics of unity, the politics of togetherness, the politics of recognising the strengths and the good that is in each of us, however poor, however marginalised, however put upon they might be. And so I think what this wonderful gathering in London does today is say to the rest of the world, we want a policy, a relationship that trades openly and honestly with the rest of the world. We want human rights for the rest of the world. We want justice for the rest of the world. But above all, the message we give here today, in all our diversity, is one of solidarity of people wanting that different and better world. And it is one fundamentally of our unity around those values. Our unity that goes across national frontiers wherever they may be, anywhere around the world. Because when we divide ourselves by xenophobia, we divide ourselves by hatred, at the end of the day, we all lose. When you unite together with common objectives, we can all win. And so, our message to the world today from here in Trafalgar Square is, we unite around values, we unite around the kind of world we want to live in, and the very warm relationship we want with people in every country of the world, in the United States, in Europe, in Latin America, in Africa, in all over the world. We're not inward looking, we're outward looking. But do you know what? Fundamentally, the message that goes out today from London is, together here in London and around this country, our message to our visitor is, we are united in our hope for a world of justice, not division. We're united in our hope to end racism, misogyny. We're united in hope for all our diversity. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for what you've done. And thank you for that message you are giving to the rest of the world. Thank you, Trafalgar Square.